let's go. Hey, casual wrestling community show. You already know.
What's up, fam? It's your boy NerdyD, and I am here with a CWC bonus take. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube and check out the Raw Take every Wednesday night and the Casual Smack every Sunday night on YouTube and podcast networks. So I'm not saying that this CM Punk injury is a work. It's not what I'm saying. But I mean, maybe I am saying it. Maybe I need to say it. But even if it's not a work, if it's not a work, then it's just the perfect situation for AEW. If AEW books this correctly, they could come out looking like geniuses. AEW is going to hold a battle royal to decide who gets to face Jon Moxley for a chance to go to Forbidden Door or some shit like that. I don't know. They released the most convoluted press release on the internet today, and I tried to decipher it. It's a fucking mess. But basically, we're looking for a new champ in AEW, an interim champ, right? And so stay with me. The only way that AEW can book this is MJF has to insert himself into this battle royal in some mystical, magical way. He shows up, he wins the battle royal, he goes on to beat Jon Moxley, he goes on to Forbidden Door and wins the interim AEW World Championship, and MJF is now booked moving forward as the anti-hero, the babyface. He what he did last week is he flipped the wrestling world upside down. He's no longer a heel. He's now the beloved angry anti-hero. And it's time now for him to take kind of that Stone Cold position. And it's time for Tony Khan to step up and be the bad guy and let MJF go on this epic run of Vince McMahon's Stone Cold proportions, right? He can do this until CM Punk is ready to return. And then CM Punk returns holding his AEW title. MJF has his interim AEW title. They meet up in the ring, and the visual is, I mean, it writes itself. Every wrestling fan in the world will be paying attention to this. They square off in the ring, both holding the title. And now CM Punk is a heel because basically if MJF books himself into this anti-hero situation, then that automatically makes CM Punk the heel of this situation. CM Punk becomes the company man, and like that works. That's fun. It's fun to see the old rebel become the company man in AEW, and him and Tony Khan could really sell this story. MJF essentially becomes the CM Punk of 2011. And this build leads up to a title unification match where they unify the interim and the legit AEW title. I mean, you can't write a better story than this. Now, I don't know if Punk's injury is a shoot or not. Maybe it's real. Let's say it's real. But let's be honest, right? CM Punk is 43 years old. And at 43 years old, he's a very unathletic 43-year-old person. He's never been the best athlete. He's a hard worker. He gets the job done, but he's not a super athlete. And in wrestling years, I'd say CM Punk's like 50 or 60 years old. He's put a beating on his body. So why the fuck is CM Punk jumping off the ropes trying to do these buckshot lariats, these high spots, trying to compete with these young guys in AEW? His name alone should carry him through these matches, and he's honestly just kind of making himself like a fool by botching in almost every big match he's had in the last week or two. He's had some kind of significant botch that he tries to laugh away. But in the height of his run, he would have called people out for shit like that. The whole point of this being that if this is just all happenstance, if this is just all coincidence, man, AEW has stumbled into a platinum-plated story, and if it was orchestrated by Punk or MJF or Tony Khan, they deserve the highest levels of praise for this current storyline.